Okay. So, okay. My name is Amari Hall, and I am doing my Good Life project in Kingston, Jamaica, and I'll be tackling food insecurity. Summary of SPN1. I was raised in Washington, D.C. I was exposed to a melting pot of cultures from a young age. My mom's Jamaican, and I have a lot of family in the States, in Jamaica, and in the UK. I have family everywhere, so that are out of Jamaica at least. So I have a lot of Jamaican influence in my life ever since a kid. My dad's from the from the West Coast. I was raised on the East Coast, so I have that mesh, especially when it comes to music. My mom, Jamaicans love education. So my mom is a big factor in my education and she, is honestly the reason I'm even at college. Um, I talk about navigating campus life, social experiences, this being a new chapter, exploring Baltimore, pursuing my computer science degree, and just, potential career. Um, I talk about my dreams, wanting to travel, experience, you know, cream, cash was everything around me. I need to get rich. That's just, a must. And embracing the future, looking for purpose. My second SPN summary, I talk about, for the first part, I talk about growing up in DC and, my views on Morgan State and, how I felt about going. And then I delve more into the Mardi Gras massacres in New Orleans and how they take their culture's history and present it to anybody that wants to see it in a fun, interactive way. And the way that they're organized from the video, at least, what I could tell is it reminded me of Boy Scouts because I am a Boy Scout, I'm an Eagle Scout, and I've been doing it since I was like 5. And, I've had meetings in rooms that look just like the rooms they were recording in. And, we're planning out what we're going to do if something came up, like, oh, you know, like COVID was an issue that we also went through along with the Mardi Gras massacres. And, it just reminded me a lot of planning out back then and how things were back then, which is interesting. I talk about activism through art and, the journey towards the good life. Oh, and the community engagement that they gain. I also have quotes on all these. Um, thanks on blocking that one, but quote from my mom, New Orleans Project, and San Bernardino Good Life Project. So for SPN3, the first part, I talk about food insecurity in Jamaica and how we can help the communities take control of their food systems because 16% of households experience moderate to severe food insecurity, which is not okay. And I'm motivated by people like the Young Lords from New York who, provided free breakfast and shelter and education to people that were in need of it, which is honestly a very big part of why I'm doing this project. Very inspirational. Uh, our strategies are, to teach them about uh, agriculture, right? If you can afford your own food, then growing it could be a potential. Educate them on how and what to grow and how to eat it, how to cook it, um, whatever the case may be. Also using their culture to make them feel more at home because we'll also be addressing disconnect from Jamaica's history, the effects of British rule, which creates trauma, and that trauma should be addressed because it is playing a factor in the food consumption and the food insecurity in Jamaica. Oh, and then there's two pictures, or there's a picture of two or a couple young Jamaican children learning. So here I have a quote from Baltimore Good Life Project and a picture of syphilis, not actually syphilis, of course, but just a famous picture of resilience because the themes of part two for SPN3 are togetherness, resilience, and support. I talk about the JD or JCDI, which is a group that addresses societal challenges and empowers communities. Um, I think that they have a great foundation and have done great things. And we could build off of that, right? We could work with them, work with other local groups, and take our operation from, even out of Kingston, right, to all of Jamaica, hopefully. Um, Discussing historical events, how that can affect modern day and, ways to go about that. And overall sharing a very positive vision for the future. Here I talk about, and this is a picture of a famous activist. I forget his last name, but his first name was Marcus. Marcus, I'll remember it. Um, I talk about food insecurity. I talk about the Young Lords being the inspiration. Um, Bringing in actual experts, right? And I go more into depth on how these things work, like with the Young Lords and how we can bring in experts on agriculture and nutrition to help these low income areas, which is most likely the case as to why they're not, getting enough food. Um, and basically just help them have a better understanding of how to grow and how to, what I'm saying, obtain the proper nutrition. Um, Using again Jamaican culture to make things feel more home or comfy feeling, right? You're not in some foreign place learning from some random people. Uh, Taking using the $2,000 to cover expenses and taking feedback for the future to make sure that we have the best operation. And here is a picture of beef patty. Amazing. If you never had one, go try one. Um, get you a champagne cola to go with it. It's not alcohol, it's soda. Anyways, we want to push sustainable agriculture to empower and foster unity in the collective action, and collective action, excuse me. Um, Addressing not just food insecurity, but everything that goes with it, like social and economic stability. Um, Reviving traditional agriculture practices. Um, Again, addressing trauma, British colonialism, not good. Um, Fostering belonging, solidarity, and empowerment within the people. This project serves as also a place to learn skills. Main one will be planting. We could have a community garden. Um, and yeah, the goal is to create a sustainable future for Jamaica. And these are the citations.